Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths Beta Test and a new paint job for the Style Slum. This is a new beta test update that was released just today. It's not a particularly big one, but it's worth talking about because it's got another small but potentially game-changing feature. Several actually, or at least two, well three. In any case, this is beta test version 2.8.7 and the most amazing thing in this, and striking thing, is that now there is a camo option. For your vehicles, you can choose from a wide range of pre-selected camo patterns to apply to certain textures and certain materials, and yeah, you can even use your own. So, as of right now, it's just for metal, alloy, and heavy armor, and but that's still pretty comprehensive. It unfortunately does not work with, well, let's run through it. Glass, wood, stone, lead, and rubber. And basically the only things is alloy, metal, and heavy armor can have camo patterns. As of right now, that might change. And I think, hang on. Can metal plates have it? Yes, they can. Good news. Basically, this is just a fast and easy way for the devs to do it. It's just, going for a particular texture and a particular shader. And speaking of shaders, you do need, let's see, graphics over here, you do need to enable PBR shaders in order for the camo to work. If you disable that, there's no more camo, and you do also need to pull your vehicles in and out of play again before they get rendered again with camo. But it looks pretty darn good. So you might be wondering what I've done with the Style Slung. Well, you do need to adjust the paint job of your craft a little bit in order to get camo looking quite well with it. I think this looks pretty good for what was essentially 10 seconds of work. But yeah, so if we go here, it is in the V menu, so you hit V on your craft and you go to Camouflage Textures. There's a range to choose from already, like there's 96 random camo patterns. It would be nice to know what each of them are, but that's okay. I am using a link I got off Imgur. You don't have to use that, you can use all kinds of things. So if I swap out the metal one, we can, for instance, go hashtag camo desert, and ta-da, we now have delightful vomit colors. And you can also set, let's sit on the Style Slung actually. Let us do this so you can see her. There we go. It is nice that we can do that, so camo desert. We can set the size of this, and smaller usually looks better, but we can make it a lot bigger. That's trippy as balls. Setting it to max is usually the way to go, so let us change that to, I don't know, let's set that to naval. Camo naval. There we go. Hey, that looks pretty good. Pretty good, I reckon. I reckon I does. Let's do night. I think night is my current favorite, except that's just straight up black. And that's very dark. Alright, so maybe that isn't my favorite. Let's go forest. I haven't tried forest yet. That looks absolutely hideous. Let's digital. Camo forest. Ooh, that looks pretty good. It's a little bit weird to stick on a battleship, but yeah, hey, there's no accounting for taste. There we go. Let's make that big. There we go. That looks somewhat decent. So yeah, like for those of you who hate painting your craft, this is pretty good. This is a pretty fast way to paint your craft now. But that's not the only changes. So I'm just going to well, I'm going to restore the camouflage texture to the Imgur link, if you don't mind. I'm going to set this all to be very, very pretty. And now, time to read some patch notes. So, camo pattern has been added. Addition, UI, the number of board sections you need to capture in order to enable your next resource zone activation, deactivation, is now listed. Okay, alright, that is an important point, is that apparently there's a way to there's a way to disable resource zones in beta test right now, just so if you... It's basically to, like, dump resources back into the global pool. I have not found the button for that yet, and I might never... No, we will definitely find it. I forgot that that's something I should have looked up. Okay. There's been a change with the loot. So, if you kill your own vehicles and have no storage capacity for the self-looted materials, they'll go into / create local material dumps for you to pick up later. So, it basically means that if you can't hoover them up, it'll save them. It'll just create a little resource dump thing. Okay, another loot. Okay, killing things with avatar weapons, e.g. minigun, adds to the commodity store. It has always added to the centralized team store in previous versions. Change, loot. Scrapped enemy vehicle resource dumps now contain the material that was in them when they were scrapped. That's important because it means that material isn't just dumped back into the global pool. It's right there where you can get it. That's very nice. Change, loot. You now get material for destroying enemy material storage in combat. That's awesome. It means you can actually be like a Somali pirate and loot things by blowing them up. That's not how Somali pirates do it. Somali pirates are actually not funny or cool because they tend to take hostages. That went to a dark place. Change. Alright, so refineries. This is a significant thing, by the way, and in order to demonstrate the significant thing, we need to load in something with a refinery on it. Thankfully, I have just that very thing. Large resource platform goes here. Wow! And let's go sit on it. So, refineries, people were rightly a little bit confused about the fact that refineries had been changed into magical resource teleporters. So the bad news is, they still do that. The good news is, they do that slightly differently now. And it's going to work into the new diplomacy. So now what refineries do, if I hover over here, you can read the tooltip. It refines raw material... Can you stop twerking? Thank you. Refines raw material into a globally accessible commodity... form that any unit in allied territory can request. Explodes when destroyed or if dangerous gases build too much. So basically what this is, commodity is basically like materials, except it's centralized. So you'll see, if I hit there on the map, infinite commodities. That label right there is just, let's see this. Let's see. Let's disable that. Alright. Let's do that. Okay, alright. So, basically, commodities is like... let's just read the patch notes. Okay, so, never mind, the patch notes are out of order. So, what this does is that this particular refinery is going to burn 10 materials per second in order to create 7 commodities per second. And that can be either redeemed for materials at any... place you have on the map for any fleet, or you could use it to bribe factions. So let's go to the diplomacy. I'm wondering where that is. I don't think... can I not get the diplomacy data? Okay, let's go sit in a campaign that I've loaded before. And begin new campaign just on easy. So in this new save, we should be at... Aha! 30,000 commodities. Perfect! Alright. So here we can see that commodities are a global resource thing. Alright, shut up. We get it. Alright, and what else? While we're looking at this map screen... Oh, hello. That's interesting. Very interesting. There's no fog of war. Alright, so... Loot, 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 loot. Okay, avatar gifting of commodities from the global commodity store is now turned off by default. Press F5 to turn it on or off. Okay, that's probably in the designer. Change the refinery. Buttons added to fleet control options to get 1k, 10k, and 100k commodities to your forces in your territory or neighboring. Cannot be performed in campaign buttons. What? Enable the refineries that... And now worldwide material for transport. Okay, home sweet home. Can I... Okay, alright, so they don't have icons yet. Gift 1k commodities to this force. Look at that! Let's do that again, okay. Sweet! Alright, so that's actually pretty good. It means that is further making the whole a logistics thing a little bit easier, because it means that rather than having endless supply fleets running around all over the place, you can just make commodities and just click on the starting, whatchamacallit, click on your fleets and just to hand them out wherever you need. That's quite handy, actually. Alright, what else? Okay, change refinery. Fuel refineries now convert raw materials to commodities that are globally giftable to your forces in your territory or neighboring territory. Not available during campaign battles. They can only operate when sitting on a 1 million material stockpile or greater. So, in other words, that only works, like, what's the material storage of this? This needs to be about 10 times bigger in order to actually produce commodities, which makes sense. And, let's see... Alright, so, pressing Q on a material storage container will gift global commodities into it as materials. Cannot be performed in campaign battles. Let's test that right now. Let's go find a material storage device. There's one. So if I go Q, that's 1,000. And, yep, there's another one. Alright, cool. Cool. That works. Change refinery. The 2.8.5 mechanic that refinery forces acted as a large worldwide supply group has been deactivated now that they have this new function, which I actually quite like a bit more. And the change in refinery. The UI updated as display nearby materials as well as commodities. So let's test that. Where's this? Nearby... What? Material capacity, 11,500, is less than the 1 million needed to run the refinery. Alright, so since we're here, let us just try and get that. So let's just do... Well, let's just do this. Nope. It's almost like equal now. Into 1 million for absolutely no reason. If I want to. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Almost. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. Let's find it. There we go. So now if we go somehow find our refinery... Where was it? There it was. Is it working? Okay, so now its material level is less than the 1 million materials. Alright, so you need at least 1 million materials stored before you can do that. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, that's basically... Darn it, what was it? Turn that off. There we go. So yeah, that's basically it. Like, hang on. Let us, just for giggles, chuck some... Hashtag... Camo. 1. There we go. Hey! Now our fortress is invisible, and no one will see it. Alright, so that's basically it for this little mini update. Sorry, this was a little bit unscripted and bounced around a little bit. But, yeah, that's exciting. Camouflage, commodities, loot is easier. I almost want to restart the campaigns now, so I can take advantage of all that. Don't worry, I'm not going to. I'm gonna tough it out. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon if you like, it really helps. Thank you to my current Patreon supporters, and I will see you next time in From the Depths. Farewell!